Good afternoon, Ron Wilson updating the headlines. A shark attack on the mid-north coast. Beaches around Port Macquarie have been closed after a suspected bull shark attacked a paddleboarder at Diamond Head. Another win and another record for Wild Oats 11 in the Sydney to Hobart. It's the 6th time she's taken line honours and her 2nd record race time. 11th hour negotiations in the United States as President Obama desperately tries to avoid that so-called fiscal cliff. The Hobbit has been a record-breaking Boxing Day smash hit. The latest foray into Middle-earth raked in a whopping $6 million on its opening day. And raiding an alligator's nest is not for the faint-hearted. It's adrenaline-pumping action for keepers at the Australian Reptile Park as they dodge those limb-crunching jaws while gathering eggs from the gator enclosure. All the day's action at 5 o'clock right here on 10. In the 5 o'clock news, holiday shark attack. A surfer mauled by a bull shark on the mid-north coast. Wild Oats 11 first across the line again, and another Sydney to Hobart record time. Desperate talks to avoid another economic meltdown in the United States. Sydney's New Year's Eve light show gets a final test run. How Botox is helping stroke victims, and why these zookeepers are wrestling 4-metre alligators. Details at 5. At 5 o'clock, shark attack at a favourite holiday spot. A record-breaking Sydney to Hobart. How Botox is helping stroke victims, and some adrenaline-pumping alligator action. Coming up next, holiday shark attack north of Sydney. A sneak peek at plans to ring in the new year. Charges over a Sandy Hook massacre scam, and the Hobbit knocks Russell Crowe for 6. Good evening, Ron Wilson updating 10 News. Celebrations continue into the evening as Wild Oats 11 claims another victory in the Sydney to Hobart race. A surfer has lost his index finger and knuckle fighting off a shark at a beach near Port Macquarie. And Kylie Minogue has touched down in Sydney to star in the city's spectacular New Year's Eve celebrations. Sydney's weather tomorrow, overcast with a top of 24 degrees. Good evening, everyone. Ron Wilson updating 10 News. Wild Oats 11 continues celebrations into the evening after a record-breaking win in the Sydney to Hobart yacht race. A new study finds Botox could soon provide relief in brain recovery for patients who suffer strokes. And organisers of Sydney's New Year's Eve celebrations are preparing to let off 7 tonnes of fireworks. Overcast tomorrow, a top of 24 degrees.